What's up, you crazy awesome manifestors? This is Jace with Watch Me Manifest My Dream Life. And what the heck was I just thinking about? Hey, you know what? It's fun getting old because you forget like the last 5 minutes of your life all the time. It's actually really, I'm sure people would be like, oh, short-term memory loss. I mean, I think it's more like selective memory loss. Yeah, I'm just gonna dump all this information that I do not need. But it's interesting, because I have a lot of strangers that get in my car and I connect with a lot of people. Like sometimes we talk, sometimes we don't. But damn it, human connections are so wild. They're so wild now, you know? It's not the same world. Like, it's just not the same world. People are very defensive. Very, very defensive. People have a lot of walls up, you know? It's difficult to really get to know somebody. But what I noticed today was that in meeting somebody kind of new, like second meeting, what I noticed was even though, both people are doing a dance, like they're putting what they think, what I thought, probably what she thought, I don't know, but they're putting out what they think is like the most acceptable, digestible, likable part of them. And I think that's just natural and normal when you get to know somebody because you don't know. So you have guards up, you have like walls up and everything. But because I haven't spent a lot of time around people on a non-occupational level, the only people I've really talked to that much is like in my car, I'm working. It's not really off, just casual getting to know somebody. And when you haven't done that for a long time and the landscape has totally changed, it's really freaking interesting. It's interesting if you're one of those like psycho obsessed people like me that like to psychoanalyze literally everybody and everything all the time. It is really fascinating to connect with people when you haven't for a long time. And you realize there are all these subtleties. And this doesn't even sound good because it's like, of course, I knew this shit before, but sometimes you experience things that you've known your whole life, but you experience those things in a totally different way. You know what I mean? Like you've always known there's trees, but there can be a day like when you're 50 or 60 or 70 years old and you walk outside and you look at a tree and you go, God, trees are so beautiful. That's what I mean. It's like, it's one of those things where it's something that you're very aware of your whole life, but the subtlety, I guess what's happening is because I haven't really interacted with a lot of people like that for the last 3 years. I guess what it is I'm realizing some things as if they're new, even though they're not new. But I'm experiencing them as new. Like just the way people dance with each other in conversation or I don't know, there's just a whole dance with people. It's really wild. Yeah. Anyway. I think that's, I think that's all I wanted to say about it. I mean, there's nothing really that powerful. It's just, it's got me. It's really got me like thinking about the interaction itself. You know, it was extremely connected, even though we weren't connected, and the subtleties is the thing that was like really standing out to me this time, you know? All the subtle ways that we communicate as human beings, way beyond words and even body language. Beyond body language. I mean, body language is very important. You know, somebody, if you're hanging out with somebody for the first time, or you're like spending time with somebody for the first time and they touch you, or they touch you repeatedly, they're saying, I like you, I feel safe with you, I trust you. You know, there's body language things, but beyond that, even there's like all these beautiful nuances of connecting with people. And it's such a beautiful thing, you know? Like in this age of all the digital stuff and everything that's like so, I don't want to say fake, but I mean, it just seems like sort of surreal, like kind of real, but not real. There's just so much elaborate stuff happening in the world. And it's like, I think it's like an important thing to really remember how beautiful the nuanced connections are between people. It's kind of like some of that is part of all we have, really, because all the other shit will go away. But when you make it when you make a nuanced like emotional connection with somebody, sometimes you can remember that for the rest of your life, right? But you know, a war, you're not going to necessarily, I mean, if you're in the war, you'll remember it for the rest of your life. But if you're not in the war, you're not going to remember it for the rest of your life, because there'll be another war. And there's always another war. But we don't have to war with each other. We can decide not to war with each other, and we can decide not to war with ourselves. So no matter what's going on, I don't know if this is true, but it's just something that it might be true. But there's so much beauty in the nuances of life. And I feel grateful right now that I'm in the place to recognize them and experience them, because what else do we have? Peace, love, and adventures.